So guys, here is a special invitation for Investable, which is an investors conclave, which is going to happen in Bangalore in the month of April from 28th to 30th. This is a 3-day event, which will be a residential event. This is been happening, will happen in Taj Yeshwanthpur, Bangalore. It is a purely investors conclave where we are inviting very big names as investors. They will be sharing you a lot of topics on value investing, techno fundamental investing, momentum investing. We have categorized the themes. On the basis of the theme, the expertise will come and they will talk about, they will share you the strategies and the investment ideas so that you can utilize in your investing journey. Next slide, sir. These are the investable highlights where we are expecting 200 plus professional investors to come and gather in this event. Plus, we are inviting 25 portfolio managers, 25 pan-India mentors. Also, as I said, we have categorized the 6 speakers on a theme based. Like, for example, momentum investing, we have a speaker called Sonam Srivastava from the Right Research. And for the value investing, we have finalized Gaurav Chopra, who is an excellent investor. I have been looking him very personally. Also, for the techno fundamental investing, we are inviting Vivek Masrani sir, who will be joining as a speaker for this event. And the rest, there are 3 speakers. We are very choosy to invite the speakers so that all the participants who are paying 25,000, they should be getting the value to it. Next slide, sir. These are the highlights where we are actually doing lot of events in to keep the participants very much interaction, not just with the sessions, also with a lot of other things. Like we are creating a quiz competitions. There is a unique game where you can win the real money up to 10 lakh rupees. Guys, this is like last time we did Traders Conclave, we paid almost up to 6 to 7 lakh rupees as the gifts itself. Those are all the Amazon voucher. A lot of people have taken, one person have taken 1 lakh worth of prize money. Few people have taken 50,000. Few people have taken 25,000. Like that, we have categorized the prizes. Okay, but here for the investors conclave, any one person can directly win 10 lakh rupees, and this game will be directly launching in the event itself. We are not exposing anywhere else. Please mind this. Next slide, sir. Arjun sir, next slide.
Okay.
Yeah. As I said, these are the unique and innovative festival. Like we are having a investor premier league, master portfolio manager. We will take you back to the 1980s where there was a ring in a BSE. How exactly they used to, trade everything. Okay. Again, as I said, 6 theme-based amazing sessions will be there. Also, you will get to meet the fund managers, the mentors all across from India, where you can directly interact with them. We are inviting all these people just to make sure that all the participants will able to generate as much as possible the knowledge. Right? This is our main fund up. We are not here to make money out of this, nothing else. See, online events keeps happening, but you don't get that much of interaction as happens in the offline events. So we are very much particular. We are very much keen only to do once in a year, once in a year. That's all. And we are not keeping every 3 months or 4 months or 5 months once in a year. Every April probably we'll be doing the investors conclave. Every September we'll be doing the traders conclave. Okay. And also whatever the fund managers mentors are coming with them, we are actually having a panel discussion with the expert fund managers where you can directly ask plenty of questions and you can get the knowledge there as well. Next slide, Arjun bhai. So this is just a glimpse of the last event which happened in the month of September 2022, where almost 320 plus participants, paid participants, plus 50 mentors, plus a lot of sponsors, plus other people. Our own team itself was like around 15 members, where we very wonderfully we created this event, and Lord, all the people were happy, and we felt really proud to make this event very very successful. And we are very sure once we have done the one best successful event, we'll get more challenges to do better than this. So we are working on it, and we will do it very well. Next slide. See, this is the price what you're gonna pay, but the value what you is going to get you. The I mean the hotel stay for the 3 days, including your meals, your conference entry, everything, the gala dinner, these everything involves around 25,000. Okay, plus we are giving a lifetime access to the recordings of the Investable in Traders Gurukul website, where the cost itself is 12,000. And also you will get a lot of goodies, mementos, gifts from the sponsors, gift from the Traders Gurukul. Also you have a lot of events or games where you can mint money over there, right? Next slide. Next slide, Arjun.
Just a minute. I think it system got hanged.
As I said, there are a lot of competitors who runs for 65 to 80,000 of worth for the 3 day event. But we are not here to make money out of it, but here we are to make a very interactive sessions for the participants, for the speakers, for the mentors, for the sponsors, everything. This will be a totally, I mean, whatever you are paying, you are just paying for the hotel cost. We are not taking any money from you. You are just paying the 24,999 just for the hotel. So guys, please go ahead, type www.investable.in. You will find two pricing over there. One is for the 5,000 to book as an advance amount, and another one is 24,999, which you can directly pay the full money and block your seat. Anything you can do it. Okay. And if you are asking, if you have any doubts, like when I need to pay another 20,000, if you are paying a 5,000 as an advance amount, you can pay 1 month prior to the event. Okay. This will be the one of the finest investable conference. Okay, Joe. So anybody who are interested, who wants to meet the big names in the industry, please come and attend this event and gain a lot of knowledge from me. Hi, hello friends, good evening. Welcome everyone to Nifty Banker, India's first retail index traders online conference. I am Fazil Ahmed, the Director of Education and Events at Traders Gurukul, and also the host for today's program. It's a great pleasure to invite every one of you to the third edition of this Nifty Banker webinar series. I'm sure by the end of this program, you will have a lot of knowledge which can help you to make better decisions in your trading life. Let me also like to thank our media partner, Money Control Pro, the largest financial portal in India with millions of daily readership on their website. They helped us to reach a wider audience in a short span of time. The speaker for today is Mr. Hariprasad K. Hariprasad started his career in financial markets working for international prop trading firms like uh, the international trading firms in the crude oil industry, post which he has set up his own prop trading firm, also a wealth management desk. He does a lot of risk defense option strategies targeting monthly 2 to 3% ROI. His focus is on mainly on expiry days triangles as well as ratio spreads for directional trades. His firm, Lifelong Wealth, has been in the wealth management industry for the last 7 years with 20 crore plus AUM globally at their prop desk. Also, he is a SEBI registered advisor, and he is majorly focusing on trading Bank Nifty and Nifty option strategies, and also from time to time he'll take equity positions also. So he will empower us with his special topic called rule-based option selling strategies for monthly income. Mr. Hari, on behalf of Traders Gurukul and Money Control Pro, I extend my warm welcome into our program as an elite speaker. Please go ahead. The stage is yours.
Thanks a lot, Fasil, for this particular intro. So, very good evening, all. I hope I'm perfectly audible to all. And I find this to be a great opportunity that I have got today to interact with all of you out there. So, let me just get started with the PPT. And before I start off, let me tell you today I'm going to be discussing option strategy, which could already be familiar with most of you. And this is one of the strategies I personally feel could be advisable for beginners to get started off with. Now, whatever I'm discussing today is not going to be so aggressive. It's not going to be such an aggressive approach because often I get asked this particular question: why should someone actually trade the markets targeting to make 0.8 percentage or 2 percentage, 3 percentage returns per month? Can't he kind of do some sort of lending activity or something like that? Isn't that better? So my answer to that question is simple. Just think about scale. So probably you feel that okay, it is not so worthwhile to make 2 percentage a month. But let me tell you, in the markets, making 2 percentage or 3 percentage per month itself is a big deal, and it is more about how consistent you can do it. Uh, and if you're targeting higher returns, your risk is also on the higher side. Whereas we're going on a conservative note, you can actually do it much more conservatively with a bit of consistency. Okay. Now, today we are going to look at Nifty as such because that is the lesser volatile of the two. Now, if you ask me, can I do this particular strategy with Bank Nifty? Obviously, yes, you can do this with Bank Nifty as well. However, if somebody is actually getting started, I would highly recommend that you get started with this in Nifty. Okay, because the risk management is going to be much more easier for you in Nifty, as well as you know that the volatility is much lesser in Nifty as compared to Bank Nifty. Okay, so let's get started with our presentation. And as discussed, at the end of this particular meeting, I'll be giving you time to ask your query. So any query you can just actually have discussing to whatever I have actually mentioned related to the markets or related to the setup that I'm speaking today. You can just feel free to ask me. Okay. So first, we'll get started with the most primitive part of price action, and which is also one of the most important part in the markets, what we refer to as a top-down analysis method. Okay, so irrespective of the fact you are going to take a trade based on some rules in your mind, it is very important that understanding the trend, you understand the trend. Okay, irrespective of you following some rules, it is very, very important that you understand the trend in the market also. Uh, 3-4 years back, there was actually a time when you can close your eyes and do some straddle strangles completely based on premium and you could make money. But right now, I personally feel, or at least from our experience, it is very important that we understand the trend and then do option strategies according to the trend. Even if you're a non-directional player, it is very, very important that you understand the trend and then you do the strategies for better results. Okay, and this is what is actually working good for us now, rather than just going ahead and taking trades without understanding the trend. So I'm just going to get started with what we mean by a top-down analysis approach, and you should be able to follow it. I'll just share it on my charts. Okay. Now, so right now I have actually shared my trading view chart. So I assume my screen is visible to all of you out here. Okay. Now let me tell you whatever I'm discussing right now, top-down analysis. There's a lot of material out there in the net also. So just make sure if you're not following what I'm saying, you ask your queries. So why do you think it is always good that we look at charts in the larger time frame? So what do you think could be the reason why we shall always get started by looking into the charts, let it be Nifty, Bank Nifty, or whatever it may be? It is always best that we start by looking into the charts in the larger time frame. What is the reason? What do you think could be the reason? The reason is simple. If I look into the charts in the shorter time frame, I would see a lot of noise. So when I say we would see a lot of noise, there's a lot of lack of clarity out there. But if you are looking into the charts in the larger time frame, the beauty is that we probably get to know, okay, what is the market trying to tell us over duration of time. So in simple words, if I have a look at the charts right now, starting from December, that is starting from the month of December, we see that the Indian markets Nifty has been in some sort of a bearish phase. Okay, so it has been like bearish. Then from the end of December, that is like the start of Jan, we saw a little bit of a bullishness. Sorry, from Christmas, that is like from almost 25th of December, we saw some sort of a bullishness. Then again it came down, again it picks up, and again it is actually falling down. So today we kind of actually had this particular fall attributed to some controversial issues. Now we see some sort of a big fall happening today. But on the broader picture, if I have a look at it, I just realized for myself that Nifty is actually finding a very good support at 17,800. So this is something that I have been tracking. This level is something that I have been tracking out for a very long time, the 17,800 levels. And I would kind of actually be really bearish on the markets provided that 17,800 levels are getting taken out. So in simple words, if I have a look at the charts, right now I just realized for myself 17,800 is what is actually holding as a very good support level for Nifty. Now on the upside, if you are actually to speak about the upside levels, this is the daily time frame chart that I'm using for my analysis. On the upside, I just realized for myself 18,200 is what is looking like a good level. So immediate range, if you ask like what are the immediate levels for Nifty, on the downside it is none other than 17,800, and on the upside we have 18,200. So on the upside we more or less have a range of uh, uh, 300 points, and on the downside we kind of actually just have a like distance of around 70 points to our downside. Okay, upside we have around 300 points, and on the downside we are kind of actually having just 70 points. So looking at the charts, what do you think could potentially happen if 17,800 level is getting taken out? So 17,800 I said is a level. So if 17,800 level is getting taken out, what do you think could be the next significant level? So support and resistance concept, I feel most of you guys would already be familiar with it. So when I say there is a support level, and then the next support level is 17,400 or 17,437, what I'm referring to say is if one level is getting taken out. So concept of support and resistance, most of you already familiar. If one support level is getting taken out, you anticipate that the price would move towards the next significant level. And this is a very simple concept. Analyzing this is very easy, but executing based on this concept is where it becomes tough. Okay. So same way, one resistance level is getting broken, we could anticipate that the price could move up towards the next resistance level. So if here I have a resistance at 18,200, next I feel the next significant level could come somewhere near 18,400, but more relevant that I think 18,600 could be a strong level. Okay. So if you ask me which are the next levels that I see a strong level over here. I can consider this to be a resistance. Now on the downside, if I'm to speak about it, I can actually consider this to be the support. Okay. So once again, here though we have actually had a look at the chart in the larger time frame. That is, we started off by having a look into this particular charts in the daily time frame. So as I mentioned to you, from December onwards, it has been bearish. Then from December beginning onwards, it has been bearish. Then after that, it has been more or less been consolidating in the range of 17,800 to 18,200. Now, let's look at the concept of price action and what has price action conveyed to us. And most of you must already be familiar with what a typical uptrend looks like based on the Dow theory. Something like this. We see a high getting formed. Again, another swing high getting formed. And this process, if this process is continuing, that is like if we have a formation of consecutive highs and some consecutive lows getting formed, we call it as a typical uptrend, provided that every consecutive high is always higher compared to the previous high. Okay, every consecutive high that is getting formed shall be higher compared to the previous high, and every consecutive low that is getting formed. Okay, so every consecutive low or every significant low that is getting formed. So when I say this low, the swing low, every consecutive low that is getting formed should be higher compared to the previous low. So So if this particular formation is continuing, that is, we have continuous highs getting formed and continuous lows getting formed, with every low being higher than the previous low and every high being higher than the previous high, we call that as a typical